Okay, lords and ladies of fate, welcome to our Thursday night edition where we play with you, empower you viewers to join us in our tabletop role-playing games where you can use loyalty points, aka fate chips you earn by watching the channel or asking for them, subbing, I think, whatever, following, I think that's stuff too. Mostly just hanging out with us. You guys get fate chips, loyalty points, and you use those to buy things. You use the redeem command, exclamation point, the word redeem, and you can buy items that will change our game. So you get to change the game. You can give our players, these guys, experience. You can take it away like a cruel, heartless beast you are. You can make their equipment glitch or give them skill bonuses or make their skills fail. You could do things like make them sing silly songs or say fun one-liners like, "Hey, you, get out of here. This is my town." I came up with that just now.
Funny one-liner.
Really? I felt like it was prepared.
I'm a little intimidated.
He's lying. He was rehearsing that all night.
So this edition, the Thursday night edition on this week, it's an alternating edition on Thursdays. This one is Star Wars. So we're doing a Star Wars story that takes place after Return of the Jedi, but before The Force Awakens. So between 6 and 7. And right after the events of Mandalorian Season 2. And we've already lost Erm. He's bored.
Hey, I'm always tired.
I hear you there, man. Forever tired. So, that's where we are in the storyline. Our characters are doing a completely unique story, so this is all in uncharted territory, so you can't tell us we are not canon, because we're canon. Yeah, tell me I'm not. All right, so our characters... You wanted to tell me I'm not.
No,
Go ahead.
It's fine.
So our characters, our players, and our characters tonight, we have Pundankis, a.k.a. Arman, a.k.a. Doran Voralt, the Jedi. Voralt, sorry.
Yes, please pronounce correctly.
Thank you. We have to be Jeff playing Tog Sadud, our Arthurian scoundrel. Adam, the grinding gear. You like when I say it like that? Okay, that's cool.
Does something to me.
It's kind of like I feel like a wrestling announcer. He's playing Strike Wildstar of the Wildstar clan, gambler extraordinaire. Not too shabby. Our host is playing Neep Zibbler.
Who
The Jawa.
to all the short ladies out there?
We got Ermslayer. Ermslayer playing our protocol droid HK3RM, who doesn't look anything like an assassin droid.
I'm all shiny.
You are shiny. And introducing Unknown Wampa. Should I just,
Hey.
Do you want me to use your real name?
I mean,
Name. Her made-up name, Elise,
My made-up name. That's not my name.
is going to be playing our Twi'lek, who has once again suffered an amnesiac event because something was ripped.
Full amnesia.
What is it?
Complete and full amnesia.
Yes.
The character has no idea
Yeah.
what's going on.
So she once again does not know where she is or what she is.
True.
Probably because a thing was ripped from her skull. So that'll do that to you. So those are our characters. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Someone want to tell us where we left off last week?
We moved the story along by about an hour.
No, it was like 8 hours.
Oh, that's right. We did.
You
We
guys
we slept
sleeping.
somewhat through the night.
That's. This is true.
Let's see.
Some of you.
What happened? We got together and actually hammered out the plan loosely. Doran called out the curator of some art for the art being fake, but he has no idea whether that art was fake or not. But apparently, the person who got that art also did not know. Which he got the ship or the possibility of a ship. So that's good. In the middle of the night, some things happened. Somebody lost a hand. If you ask some people, yeah, if you ask some people, he deserved it, but jury's still out on that one. And Doran found a pool of mystery goo that was like a speak and say of despair.
It's pretty good.
I could go into further detail, but I feel like that's better.
Do we miss anything?
I don't think so.
All right. Great. So, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, our heroes have made it upstairs for breakfast. And they are enjoying a delicious breakfast in the main lounge area of Rungus the Hut, where they did their planning the night before. And they are having breakfast full of proteins, nice balanced breakfast of proteins and vegetables and fruits of various origins across the galaxy. That's what's been served to them, but it's not clear yet what they've chosen to eat.
A little bit of everything.
Oh, thank you. And I'll leave it to you guys from there. I could do some music in the background. The band's there. Okay, so yeah, so Rungus is out and he's about. The protocol droid is there. Everyone pretty much there from the night before. Surprisingly, is up early like you, and pretty much where they left off the night before. They just kind of resumed their positions. It's almost like this is their spot. They like these tables, and the band knows that they better show up on time.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if band will start playing that song again.
You're gonna play it on your end, yeah. Unfortunately, the viewers can't hear it, but
I think they can.
How it goes. Can you guys hear it?
Well, they can't hear anything because nothing's playing. But if you give me a second,
all right, he's gonna play it. You give me my DJ. There it is. This is the band. Rock it out. The Ortolan Max Rebus. Not related to Max Rebo. Max is a common name amongst Ortolans.
I did not know that.
And Star Wars in general, they
up.
always seem to stick with 3 to 4 letter names.
Mm-hmm. It's easy. It could be true.
This could be Downton Abbey music.
It could be Downton Abbey music. Yep, it's true. All right.
Just wait until the hook.
It's starting.
Doran's just eating his eggs, just like bobbing his head along to the music as it's going along. I love these songs. It's good.
Do you think they know this?
My favorite part.
Do you think they know the song "I Want to Hold Your Hand"?
I wanna hold your hand.
No hand-related jokes right now. It's still too soon.
But he deserved it.
So you say. That's the best part right there.
I just like how everyone went silent to let it play.
All right.
Well, there's nothing.
I thought that was
Clearly,
part
nothing
of
to talk
it.
about when there's good
It's like
music
what
playing.
Right.
I mean, they're eating, enjoy. So the heroes are sitting around the table, just enjoying their breakfast and taking in the sounds of the Ortolan and what I can't remember the name of that species. That other species, Bith, the Bith band, and admiring the melodic quality.
All right, I think what I'm going to do is just grab something quick, maybe some kind of like egg sandwich, if you were, on purple toast. and I want to run out to our speeders and begin to program in the destinations for everybody, so they know where to go.
Okay. So, I will say that you probably, before you came to that conclusion, you might have remembered that you're actually very high above the ground where you park the speeders.
Yeah, didn't we bring some rope or something?
It's a very long way down.
I'm
So,
not here, right? I'm not here, right?
yeah, you would be meta at this point. Yeah, if you're
Okay.
contributing, which you can. I'm doing a meta conversation here with Nat. So imagine you guys parked the speeders in the forest level, and you went in that cave, and you took that elevator lift up for a while. Okay, so moving at super, space aged elevator speeds. It took you a long time to get up there, relatively a few seconds at least, and that's pretty high up. So it's climbed down if perilously. You could probably presume that there's a normal walking path up the mountain, but it's a windy. You can imagine it's probably a windy switchback sort of thing. You could go back the way you came, or fly down if you have some way to do that.
Remember how high that was?
How high you guys are up from where you are from the speeder bikes? I'm gonna say like the equivalent of a small skyscraper up.
It's like 10 feet.
Yeah, like a really small skyscraper.
For ants.
Thinking what I'm thinking, little buddy?
We jump.
Aim for the bushes?
Oh, jeez. And that was the last we saw of it.
Static comes up.
Next time you guys are by the speeder, you see a robe blow by in the wind.
Oh, I still have your
Correct-
robe. I'm sorry.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We did decide that we were going to take our speeders, but we did get the stealth thing.
We haven't purchased it yet.
And I don't think you guys really settled on verbally on what you wanted to do. You guys presented a lot of options.
I borrowed 4,000 because we were expecting to use the weapons that Tog had as collateral or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you said that we needed 10,000 and the collateral.
So you guys haven't gone back to him yet. The guy who was going to offer that, and his offer was, I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure he was going to offer you to borrow a speeder, and he was going to loan you the stealth unit, the mobile stealth unit that you can use for a person or a vehicle, small vehicle. He's going to loan you both of those things. If you give him the throwing razors, the Rhodian throwing razors as collateral, which you won't get back, and take on 6,000 credits in debt.
Okay.
Or you can pay the 6,000 for the rental and use the collateral. I think he valued the other thing at what? Do you remember what? Did you write down what I valued that thing at? The throwing razors.
6,000 written down for that.
Okay, so then it would be 12,000 if you don't want to sell. Put down the collateral.
I gave a few thousand, right?
You gave 4,000 and
4,000.
Yeah. Yes.
To Neep. He's holding on to it at this time.
So we'd still need 2,000 from somebody.
Doran's broke.
They're planning a heist.
Doran's broke.
Huh?
All right. I'll throw in.
You
the
have
other
so many
2,000,
nuts, though.
All right.
But I expect to make some money back on this deal.
The one chance I had to get money, I couldn't get money, so I still have 0 money.
I told you we should have sold the spice.
We
No.
were all really proud of you
Tell
in
me
that
to
moment.
Steal the tip
Oh yeah, that.
off the table.
Mhm.
While you guys are talking, actually, I was going to do this anyway, but you're giving me great timing here, so I'm just going to do it. While you're talking, The Ugnaught from the night before comes stumbling over to HK, actually. And he's definitely stumbling, like he's been drinking early today. And he walks over to HK, and he's got a credit chip in his hand. And he walks right up to HK. Are you going to do anything, HK, or are you
Punch him in
going to
his
let
face.
this happen?
I am just gonna watch him. I'm gonna stare.
You're gonna what?
And watch.
Okay, so he comes up to you and he starts trying to shove the credit chip into your chassis, as if he's expecting it to accept it into his chassis, and provide some sort of service. So he's doing one of these. Oh, what? Why isn't it working? And he succeeds in actually getting it lodged into your chassis a little bit.
I'd like to go. You need to aim a little lower. His slot is a little bit lower.
Oh, thanks. He grabs
pull
it.
Pull the arm to activate.
Okay, and he shoves it into a lower section. It appears to be some leftover of the lightsaber hole that was blasted into your midsection, and he tugs on your arm a little bit.
Sure, I'll let it move slightly.
And he goes, "Come on!"
Oh, it must be broken. Sorry, man.
Oh, come on! He kicks your leg.
Bling, 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 bling.
Droid's leg.
No.
And
No.
he goes to remove the credit chip from your chassis, and it's a little stuck. He's trying to pull it, and he's kind of stuck there trying to pull it. It's not really coming out.
No refunds.
No, I just gotta pull really hard. Maybe if I just push it, put my leg up on it. He puts his leg.
If you break it, you buy it.
It looks pretty broken already.
Yeah,
Looks like you're buying it.
It's cool. No, it's cool. We're good. I'll just go get a drink over here.
Are you sure? Because I could go talk to Rungus. We could get this sorted out real
And he
quick.
backs up a little bit, and he falls over on his ass, and then skitters back up onto his feet, and then just kind of scurries off to the side towards the kitchen.
This is the way.
All right.
Doran
Well, I'm
feels
gonna-
really good about his practical joke.
I'm gonna take it out.
You recognize it as a
What do I got?
200 credit chip.
Oh boy. I'm just throwing it in my chassis. A chassis.
Chassis.
Yes.
Chassis.
Chassois.
I finally have money. Yay.
All right. Well, since I'm not gonna go jump down the side of a mountain, I'm gonna run over to Tog and I'm gonna pull on his arm and try to get him to hurry up.
Are you gonna make a joke like you just made about HK? You have to go a little lower. Sorry, I'm not a player. I wish I was a player in this game sometimes.
Are
I am a player, thanks.
you're both.
Yeah, it's true. I got to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'll finish my breakfast and take an apple with me. Go with Neep.
An apple. All right. Very good.
Mhm.
All right, so Neep, where are you going?
We're gonna go up to the guy that what do you call him? The guy that's manning the counter up there.
Quartermaster?
Quartermaster. That's the
Sure.
one. That guy.
Okay. I
That guy.
don't know if you've seen that guy.
I told him about the guy.
Okay, then you know that he's in the main atrium when you walk in.
I have the map of the
I
facility, so I know where he's
Even
at.
described what he looked like.
Cool.
Of course.
Awesome. All right, so you said HK's going with him? Great. Okay, and then what are the rest of you guys going to do while they head off?
I guess so.
Oh, is that what you said? I thought you said you were going with him. Oh, no, Tog said he was going with him, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I knew someone said he was going with him. All right, so is HK going too, or is he hanging back to do other things?
No, I'm gonna come over here at the table and hold my fist out. Just be like, commentary. Well played, Jedi. Well played.
He was talking to you. You're just nodding. Very good.
Even Jedi have sense of humor.
I'm gonna order a Alderaan twist. It'll pick
Okay.
me up for the morning.
So you type some stuff into the table and you order a drink. And the lady comes over and she says, "An Alderaan twist for the gentleman." She delivers
Anyone
to the table.
else? Anyone else?
No, it's far too early to be drinking.
It's far too
Very well.
late.
We've got a job to do.
All right,
She's giving-
I'll take 2 to go.
To go. Very good. All right. And she wanders off to get your go drinks. Okay. So as you guys make your way over to the main atrium, our Twi'lek awakens. Awakening, you see you are in a room, a small room. You hear this tune in the background that just,
Haunting.
it's almost haunting and addictive.
Like an earworm.
Like an earworm. You look around the room and you see what appear to be medical equipment, maybe. You see across the room a man, what appears to be a humanoid figure, but he's got 4 arms. Remember episode 2, the guy in the diner that Obi-Wan went to see? Okay, it looks like that guy. And he's over working on some computers and stuff. And you look over and you see another bed. Looks like a flat bed for someone to lay on. And then there's another alien humanoid there laying down, and he's missing an arm, and he's unconscious. You look down at your feet, and you see that there's a heavy bracelet around one of your ankles. You are otherwise wearing some just kind of standard spacer clothes, but they don't really seem to fit you that well. So you get the sense that maybe they're not yours. And then you start to remember that you don't remember who you are, or where this place is, or why you're here. What would you like to do?
Can I put my meta hat on for a second?
Sure.
How do I find where I am on the keyboard?
I think Nat has to scroll you over to her, to that area. Oh, wait, you can see. Actually, you
Yeah,
can just
I can
use
scroll.
this and scroll over here. You're up here.
Okay.
I don't think I've made it so you can control your character yet. So I'll do that while you think about what it is
Okay.
you'd like
This
to
is
do.
me?
Yep.
Yeah,
mhm.
that's me. Okay.
So you can do anything right now you feel like doing.
I feel like playing
I
the
think-
xylophone. Sorry.
Can I quietly try to see if I can get the ankle thing off?
Sure. You reach down to your ankle and you try to remove the bracelet, and you can see it's secured on very tightly, and it's not going to slide off your foot, and it can't be removed by sheer force, from what you can tell.
Okay. Can I check my pockets? Do I have pockets?
You're wearing spacer like standard spacer clothes. You do have pockets, and but there's nothing in them.
Okay. What do my hands look like?
They're-
Hands bloody?
Your hands are normal. Your body appears to be intact. Your head hurts a little bit.
Is there anything around me I could use as a weapon if I need it?
Looking around the room, you see that there are some instruments on a little table behind you. They appear to be something maybe used as medical equipment, maybe?
Anything
Medical
sharp or
instruments.
heavy?
There is a small thing that looks like it could be used to cut flesh. Nothing really heavy, though.
Can I get the sharp thing without anyone noticing, without the four-armed guy noticing?
That guy, he's pretty close to you. He's not
Okay.
looking right at you. He doesn't seem to have noticed that you sat up yet. So
I'm
I'd say
sitting
you
up.
could palm it without
Okay,
having
I'm
any
gonna
trouble.
palm it.
Okay, so you're gonna palm that and just gonna keep it in your hand.
Okay.
or you want to put it in your pocket, or what do you want to do with it?
Can I hold it in my hand in a way that is like concealed?
Sneaky, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay,
Then I'll hold it in my hand.
great.
Is there any like vent or exit I could get to without alerting this four-armed guy?
Looking around the room, you see some vents higher up, but they're too small for you to get into. And
Okay.
there is a door just across from you, across from the table. It's this door right here.
Okay.
And there's a door across the room on the other side of him. But if you
Okay.
go to that door, you're pretty confident he'll see you. And behind you, if you're looking behind you over your right shoulder, you see a open doorway with some stairs going down. That would you'd have to go behind the gentleman.
Okay. It doesn't seem like I can get out of the room without alerting his attention, so I think I'll say something to him. Can I do that?
Yep, just go ahead and say what you want to
Okay.
say.
I'm gonna ask him where am I?
Oh,
Can I do that?
you're awake. Good morning. You're in the palace of Rungus the Hutt.
Who is that?
Glad. Oh, you don't know who Rungus the Hutt is? Wow. Okay. You got a really big hit on the head, I guess. So maybe I should go back a little bit. So you're recovering. You've been in my care for about a day now, a little under a day. You're in the palace of Rungus the Hutt, a renowned crime lord. He walks over to you slowly. You suffered head injuries pointing at your head, and he slowly walks up to you to touch your forehead. Do you let him touch you?
No, I back up.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So right here, if you feel on your head, there's a small wound on your forehead. You appear to have had something forcibly ripped from your skull, which could explain what's going on with your memory here.
Can I ask him
Say whatever you want.
if he knows what it was? Yeah.
I don't know what it was. It appeared it's something small enough that it was ripped from your skull without causing any terminal damage. But there's obviously some damage. Do you remember who you are or why you're here?
Have you seen anything like it before? Can you guess what it was?
Well, I can just see the wound was small. I didn't see what came out of you. I saw the wound is very small. It's about the size of the tip of your pinky. Maybe the nail on your pinky. It's thin. So whatever came out of you was small, very small.
What do you know about me?
What do I know about you? Well, I know that you came in with another group of people who caused quite a ruckus in the lower levels of our palace here. So much that Rungus has felt it needed some restitution. So the group is required to do some work for Rungus, and you, unfortunately, have been required to stay behind as collateral that they complete their job.
So I'm a prisoner?
Yes, you are a prisoner, but you are free to roam the building. The bracelet you're wearing will sound off if you leave the premises. If you wander too far from the premises, so if you go very far, it'll explode.
Are the people that I came with in the same spot, like in the same building?
Yeah. I believe they're still here. I saw them yesterday. I haven't heard if they left or not. They might be here. I believe they stayed the night. Yeah, the group that you came in with. And there was a bounty on your head. I was looking in the HoloNet in the systems this morning, and it wasn't there for some reason, but it was there yesterday.
Well, I
strange.
obviously don't know anything about that.
Yeah, well, I do. So there's a bounty on you. You were in the system,
That's true.
and it's also a bounty that's well known because it's not exactly a small bounty. It's a small bounty. It's a bounty on you, placed by the local Imperials, the Imperial Admiral over at the base on Perrine.
Sounds like I made some people mad.
Yeah, you did. I think being a member of the New Republic Special Ops will do that.
What is the New Republic Special Ops? That sounds important. Like something I should know about.
Okay. Wow. You don't remember anything.
Literally
Okay.
nothing.
Nothing
I
at
don't know
all.
anything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure. So we'll go. We'll go a little further here. Just trying to decide if we should have breakfast or not. I
Sure,
can order
let's
a
grab
drink.
breakfast, and then you can tell me.
It sounds good.
what
Okay.
this
Yeah.
is.
Let's go to breakfast. It's served over in the lounge with Rungus.
Okay.
If you stay with me, I'll show you the way. okay?
Everybody
Can
eats
you
breakfast
show
with
me-
Rungus.
Can you show me the people that I came in with?
Yeah. If we see him, I'll be happy. I'll certainly point him out to you. So he starts to lead you out this doorway. Oh yeah. He starts to lead you out the door. I assume you're just going to follow him. I'll move you if that's the case. If you're just going to follow him where he
Yeah,
goes.
I'll follow him.
Okay. So,
I could kneecap him.
huh? You could kneecap him.
Question.
You're free to do what you want.
I've got a question here. Did Neep ever tell the rest of the group the information about the Twi'lek? Like, do we know her real name now?
So
Are we
you
privy
were
to
there
that?
when I found the information, so
Yeah.
you
That's
probably
right,
saw
that's
it,
right.
but nobody else
Mhm.
would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys know
Got
at
it,
least.
Mm-hmm. Just wanted to make sure we all knew the knowledge that we
Yeah,
had.
and you're basically like, get rid of it.
Cool. So, as you walk out of the room, you go up some steps to the left. He leads you to some steps to the left, and you see the building you're in is pretty ornate, almost like it's reverent, like it was built for the purpose of worship or for study. It reminds you of something that people took great care to build, but it's run down now and dusty and sort of dirty in the sense that and you get the feeling that whoever built it isn't the people who are using it now. So you wander as you get led through the room down the hall. You see an Athorian and a Jawa and a Quarren. Quarren is a guy with like a tentacle mouth, and the Athorian is like the hammerhead guys. Okay, you know what I'm talking about though. I can show you a picture. But he's this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see those two, and he points to them and says, didn't meet those guys, but I'm pretty sure those two were in your group. But I'm not sure. I haven't met them. You guys, though, see her come into the other room, and you recognize her immediately as being in your
Is
group.
that Tog and Neep?
It's Tog and Neep see her, yeah. As she comes into the room.
Uchini!
I will wave.
I feel like that small thing just talked to me.
Yeah, he pointed you and said, I think Utini.
I don't know what that means.
I don't
Do you
either.
do you recognize them? Or are those the people that I came in with?
I don't know, but I don't recognize them as being normal around here. Regulars. They're definitely new. So my money's on it. This probably these. I did hear they came in with one Jawa, and I've only seen one Jawa around here. And
Well,
it's
can't
not...
interrupting you.
No, you're fine. It's fine. You talk to your friends. I'll hang out back here.
All right. Thanks, Doctor.
Sure.
Just the thanks doctor at the end for me. That's great. I love
Can
it.
I put a meta hat on real quick?
Yeah. Anytime.
All right.
Sure.
Can I just talk to y'all?
Yeah, just like you're normal.
Yeah.
If you don't have the
Yeah,
hat on, we
yeah,
assume you're in
Okay. Do I have
character.
to ask permission for that part of it?
You just do it. We sometimes yell
Okay.
over each other.
I'm unclear of what I have to what I can just do and what I have to check in about.
No,
You know what I
just
mean?
do whatever you want, and I'll
Okay.
tell if you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Worst case, Bruce tells you no.
Mhm.
You know, like you're like,
Okay.
I'm in the middle of doing this, and Bruce goes, well, actually, so like,
You say, I want to do
big deal.
backflips and then jump out the window. And I say, well, you would know that jumping out the window.
For now, I will walk up to the Jawa who pointed at me and yelled, "Houdini!" And yeah, I don't know that I know your language, but do you recognize me?
such a
Perfect. Great.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, he recognizes us. Or you.
Wait, are you
We
his?
recognize you.
Are you understand what he says? You're his translator.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
sure.
Today.
They're not in
So-
the room. They're metaing.
Oh,
It's just that.
Sweet.
So Jeff is the authority, and that's the Jawa. So only those guys. Whatever these three say is just nonsense.
Yeah, why would-
Okay. So I know you two then, or
Yeah.
you know me at
Yeah,
least.
it's good
How do
to
you-
see you're up and about. Let me see if I can get Dorn on the radio. I'm sure he'll want to see you.
Who's Dorn?
Oh,
I don't know you.
well,
I don't know any of
sit
you.
sit tight. Maybe we'll get this figured out. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And I'll use my communicator to call Dorn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna not care about any sense of personal space and just kind of start fiddling with the ankle bracelet thing.
Okay. That's cool, little thing. Can you get that off of me, please?
Oh yeah. Let him do it. Let him do his job. He's real good at that stuff.
And the doctor behind him is going to say, I'm not sure you should do that.
Hey, you can do it. Look it up.
Okay, I'm just going to step back here a little bit. He's going to take about 10 feet step back to here.
All right. Any luck fiddling around there?
Matt, do you want to
Java
see if
thing?
you could do
I will,
something here?
yeah, I'll see if I
Are
can.
you trying to do something specific?
I can see. I mean, I got good skills, so maybe I can disable this thing.
Okay, do you have disable device as a skill?
I don't know if I've got that one, but I'll look.
Let's see if you can use it without training.
Oh, guess who has disabled device?
It's not.
Is it you?
You're
No.
not there.
Oh, you're
You're
right.
right.
I do.
Oh, he
Thanks
does.
for reminding me, Aaron.
No, I just have mechanics.
So, that's really for building things or fixing things. So I would say that, and this is one you can't use untrained. So I think you would look at it and recognize that it's something that you would have to actually disable, and you're not confident that trying to take it apart won't destroy it, and you don't. I think you would recognize this as being a restraining bolt for humans,
Okay.
humanoid creatures, and you would probably recognize that there's a consequence to taking it off.
Unless it's disabled.
That doesn't look good. Thank you for trying. I appreciate it. Thank you for the explosion gesture. Got it. Thank you. Have you gotten that other guy on command yet, or whatever, so you can tell me what's going on? I am super confused.
Dorn doesn't seem to be answering.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were calling this yet. So over at the table, like, Strike, you going to finish that Gundark wing? I'm a little still hungry.
All right.
Oh, my communicator. Hold on. Let me. Before it goes to voicemail again. This is Doran.
Oh, great! This is one of the stupid voicemails again, isn't it?
No. It's me.
Okay, he always does this shit.
Go
Just
for
wait for the
Doran.
beep. Wait for the beep.
No. This is I know how you would see that, but it's really me. Tog, what's going on?
It's coming up any second now.
Tog, you're calling me. It's what are you doing?
All right, we'll just leave it. Tweak's awake. She's found her. She's in the entrance hall. Come collect.
Hey,
Come.
Incredible. I'll be right there. I'll be right there.
Great. See you soon.
I take another bite of Gundark wing, and then I move in that direction.
Doran, who was it?
Yeah.
Was that Toxic Doug?
You really have been drunk since we met, haven't you?
Wish I could tell you.
I almost snarfed my drink.
Snarf.
Oh, that would hurt so bad. I'm so glad I swallowed it just in time.
I need someone to join the game now as my evil alter ego.
Toxic.
Toxic Dud. Toxic Dud sounds like he's like the arch nemesis of Captain Planet, doesn't he?
Or like Swamp Thing's
Get you.
enemy.
Dead.
Yeah, I'll get you, Captain Planet. Or my name isn't Toxic Dud. It was Tog. His name's Tog.
Okay, what do you want?
Done this.
The Twi'lek is awake.
Oh, good.
I'm going to go check on it.
Okay,
And
let's
then,
go.
and then I'll run off. I'll run off.
At this point, the server brings you your other 2 drinks.
Thank
Strike.
you. I'm gonna run with this like big straws hanging out of my mouth.
Oh, you're following?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, can you move your own pieces, or do you need me to do it?
I can move my piece.
Okay.
The last time I
Oh
tried
God,
moving
where's
my piece-
Philip?
Oh, where is
Oh
Philip?
yeah.
HK appears to be sleeping with Rungus. So HK, what are you
Sleeping
doing?
with the enemy?
You just chatting up with my bro here.
Rungus the
No,
Hut.
I'm gonna come on over and follow as well.
Philip's just to the north, by the way.
Thank you. I'm trying to find Philip. Just another. Oh, okay. I see him. Thanks.
Who has? You should give Nat access to move him.
Oh, he can't.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I thought. Okay. So so the whole group appears now in the room here, and then a small little droid, little flying droid. Imagine a small box with a tiny little gun at the bottom. It's not a penis. It's a gun. And he's floating in the air.
Definitely not a penis.
Definitely floating in the air,
As
and
much as it looks like a penis.
it has like a little eye circle in the middle.
Mushroom tip.
Like a little
It shoots hot white bullets.
mhm.
But it's not a penis.
But it's not a
Definitely not.
penis.
Not a penis.
It's
George Lucas, you've created a strange world. A strange world.
it's taking a bit from the anime group.
He flies into the room and he says, "Master, I was stuck in a pile of junk for a very long time this morning, and no one knew or came looking for me.
Someone saw me and thought I was a penis. But I don't
Yep.
I'm a penis.
I assume you are very happy to see me, and I am here to serve." He floats just over Togg's left shoulder. Okay, so you see the whole group arrive.
I am still very confused. I woke up in some weird med deck. Some dude with 4 arms told me that I'm gonna explode if I leave here. Some
Hi,
people
that's
put
me.
Yeah, that weirdo. Somebody-
Doran knows him.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, Jedi.
Somebody tell me what's going on. How do you know me? What's my name? Why are we here?
Do you not remember the past couple of days?
I don't know anything. I woke up in a med bay and that's it.
It must be a side effect from when the Sith extracted something from your brain.
Yeah, that doctor said it looked like something took a fingernail out of my head or something. didn't
Something
know
the
what-
size of a fingernail.
He doesn't know what he's talking about, so
Okay.
Well,
not a great
Don't worry,
doctor.
I'm sure everything's
I
okay.
saved your life, but it's fine.
funny enough, we actually found out what your real name is. Rusolka.
Okay, cool.
Does
That's cool.
that jog your memory at all? Does it bring back any memories?
No, it's a cool name. I like it. I'll keep it. I don't know anything else though.
In hearing the name, you suddenly have a quick flash of memory,
Oh,
it's you.
wait, I just had a quick flash of memory.
holding a small porg in your arms and petting
a
it.
porg. A porg.
And then that's it. That's all you remember.
All I can remember is a porg.
Oh, they are very tasty.
If you eat my porg, I'll cut your throat.
No, I would never eat someone's pet. But you have to understand, I had to survive on my own for a long time. So when you have to survive on your own, you learn to eat things that many people would not.
Well, if you're ever surviving on your own, you can eat your own foot before you eat my porg. So.
Don't worry, those days are long behind me. I am noble Jedi now.
I still don't know any of you, noble Jedi or not. I don't know any of you.
Well,
Master, perhaps introductions are in order. I am Philip, a droid.
yes, he
Okay,
is.
so introduce then, please.
No, you want to be introduced? Would you like to introduce the party, Master? Very good. This is my master, the glorious Neep Zibler. He's a Jawa.
Meet Ziegler.
And over here is a Nithorian of unknown origin. His name is Tog Sadud. And over here we have a human, also of unknown origin. His name is Strike Wildstar. And this one calls himself a Jedi. Here's Doran Vold.
Okay.
And this one is a droid like me, and he is bigger than me and meaner. He is HK3RM.
These names are very helpful, but I still don't understand what we're doing here and why I had a bounty on me.
Well, so just to speed things along, I'm going to say that Doran explains the entire situation up until this point. To the truncated version, we all woke up on a ship a couple of days ago, having no memory of being taken to the ship, like we were kidnapped. And the ship was on a collision course with this planet. We managed to crash land on the planet safely, and we found this place called the Gem in the Jungle, where we learned that there was a Sith on the planet, probably heading to Rungus's palace. We gave chase because everybody decided to follow the Noble Jedi, for their own reasons, I assume. And that took us here. We had a fight with the Sith, and the Sith took something out of your head, and you were left unconscious. And now we are here. So we'll pick back up with Doran going, now we must go to the Imperial camp here on the planet and steal something for Rungus the Hutt. Otherwise, he has threatened to kill us all.
And that will also clear the
All
bounty
right.
on your head.
Yep.
Just about to say, does that have something to do with my bounty? All right.
But
Well,
as far as what we are all doing here, or what we all have in common, we are still trying to figure that out. I do know the good doctor behind you there, he did scan me and found there is something in my brain as well, which leads me to believe that all of us, except for maybe Neep, have something in our brain like you did.
Interesting.
Wow,
Well,
your story is so much more interesting than I thought, the doctor says, because he's been eavesdropping.
You know, eavesdropping is not a very good thing to do.
I was
thought I
escorting.
told you
I'm
to
not.
back up.
You didn't. I told me to back up. You were gonna blow yourself up. I was escorting. Remember?
I like this doctor guy.
I can go. I can go. You met your friends. That was your goal. They can catch you up. You have questions. I'm in the med bay.
Go take chips out of someone else's head.
Okay. I'll remember to save your life next time you need to be saved.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look.
Appreciate all of your ingratitude, all of you. Have a great day.
I
I'm gonna
think
go back
that you
to my
did
job.
a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group and go. You all continue getting the supplies that we need. I'm going to go talk to Rungus and see if we can't work something out here.
What supplies are we
Oh.
supposed to be getting?
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need to get transportation and sneaky transportation, so that way we can get to the Imperial base undetected. But I'm going to go see if Rungus will let us take you with us.
All right.
And I'm gonna go walk up to the dais.
I'm gonna tug on your leg, and hopefully our translator droid will come back in a second and translate.
Translation. Wait. Translation. Ah, damn it! I lost the thing. It disappeared. Hang on, I have to figure out what you're saying. Something about taking someone with you. Hang on. And I'm going to translate one for what you said. So go ahead and say it, Nat. Herb's not here to stop me.
I was just going to say, make sure that you try to include the Jawa and the Clantunian as well.
He's talking to you, Dorn.
Mm-hmm. I'll see what we can do.
You mean the Clantunian that you guys helped in the basement?
Yep, the one that
The guy who's missing his arm and
the one that Rungus the Hutt said doesn't care about.
Right. Okay. All right. Very good. So you're going back to Rungus?
Yep.
Okay. Is anybody else going with Doran, or is he going by himself?
Yeah, I'm not going to Rungus.
Oh, before I do go, I'm gonna walk by Strike, and I'm gonna hand him the cloak that I found in the basement downstairs last night. And I'm going to say, sorry, if we could switch because I really like my cloak. It's nice. It's sentimental value.
Okay, man. That's cool.
And then I'll put my cloak back on. Put my hood on.
Receiving the cloak, Strike, you realize that the cloak that you handed over was soft, and the one he's handed you is rather rough and itchy.
Thanks, man. This is a great trade. Hey,
Yeah, one
hey,
more
hey!
thing.
I might have left something in the pocket.
I'm gonna reach into the pockets and see if I feel anything. Do I feel anything?
Look for some fingers.
Oh, reaching.
Do I feel a hand in here?
Did you stick a hand in the pocket? Okay. There's a
throw
hand.
it across the room towards him. Come on, man.
I'm gonna tug on him again and be like, "Wait a minute."
Okay. I don't know.
There's an object redemption as well.
Okay.
Oh jeez. And then
Sticking your hand in the other pocket, you realize there's a pair of human underwear.
I'm going to
in
pull
your
them out very delicately, holding them like this, and I'm going to go, I believe these belong to you. And I'm just going to drop them.
Man, I couldn't even get a leg in one of those. Those aren't mine.
They're not mine. I don't carry them in my pocket.
I said they're not mine.
Okay. Just know these pockets were empty when I handed it to you. Now they're full of hands
you
and
know,
underwear.
You're sensitive about your robe. I'm sensitive about being accused of putting stuff in pockets that weren't there before. I get it. It's cool. They're not my underwear.
Okay. And then I'm just going to slowly back away, turn around, and head towards...
Does
Neef, were you trying to
yes,
say
I was
something?
gonna see if Erm was gonna translate my second message.
Sure. Okay, hang on. Sorry. So when he said that, as you're walking away, as soon as I can bring up the chat, damn it, my mouse is being stupid. Sorry. Come on, computer, you can do it.
And that song will be in your head for the rest of the week.
Yeah. Maybe we could switch the song.
Sure, you want me to? Okay, fine.
This song.
Play the same song again. What? Same song?
So at this point, the band suddenly decides they're going to play a new song, but Doran's in the other room, and he hasn't convinced them to do anything otherwise. They decided to play something softer as people transition from breakfast to brunch. And then the droid speaks up and he says, "Translation. My master says you can use the bounty on the Imperial spy, Heritage, as well.
I will keep that in mind and use it in my bargaining.
Perhaps we can do that job to convince him to give us some leverage."
And as he goes to turn and walk
Great.
away, I'm gonna tug on him again. You know it.
Translation. And please hurry. My master feels this is urgent.
Yes, fast. I'm going. If you all would stop talking to me, I'd be there already.
All
Now
right.
that he's gone, can we roll a gather information to find out whose underpants these really are?
All right. So that's usually used to kind of indiscriminately question people or look through like periodicals. And it's just you around here, so if you're going to like...
I think we should start indiscriminately questioning the people in this area.
Starting with the quartermaster.
Starting with the quartermaster.
Irma, I was translating for you. Hope that was okay. I just did direct translations.
I was listening.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's fine.
So Doran goes off by himself to confront Rungus again. Hopeful that it will be more fruitful this time. Is anybody going with Doran as he walks out the door?
Can I go?
You can if you want.
I want to go.
Okay, so
I'm going to meet this ruckus.
is that said in character? Or are you saying that out loud?
No, in character.
Oh, you are in character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So she says that and follows him.
Just be careful. Don't say too much. You don't want to give him too much information.
Okay.
Okay. Where it looks like Doran's already over there. Did you move him over there already?
I did.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Okay. So before we go on to what you guys do over there, let's let the group do what they're doing over here. And at this point, you've definitely caught the attention of his name. I have written down of Shek Kaboon. You don't know his name. Only Tog knows his name. But Tog,
Shrek?
he could tell that you guys are in business and he's not interrupting. He's a savvy sort of type. But once he sees that she leaves and Doran leave, he gets a sense that your business is sort of concluding, and he says, "Ithorian, hello,
Oh,
nice to see you again.
Check. How are you doing?
Doing well this morning. Did you sleep well? I hope."
Well enough.
He approaches the group and he nods to the rest of the group. Is that Neep moving very eerily close? Your Jawa is getting a little close for... My name is Shek Kaboon.
Your Jawa? Oof.
Could you maybe put a little personal space would be greatly appreciated.
Understandable. His fingers can be a little sticky sometimes.
Oh, great. So I'm going to hold my purse with this hand, if you don't mind. And is there something I can do for you folks, you gentle folks, this morning? Have you rethought my offer, perhaps, Todd? The credit is still available.
I think we're looking to make a deal.
A deal we like here. What can I do for you?
I'll let our chief negotiator take over and look at Neep.
This guy? I don't speak. What does he speak? We have a Jawa here. I don't understand what he says. I don't know what he speaks either. Did someone translate for him? You droid?
Yeah.
Maybe this droid over here points to HK.
Yeah, the breast bucket will do it.
Very good.
I don't have my notepad of all my words. It's a different computer.
And then Philip just flies up next to HK and says, "I am happy to serve, sir. If this
Good.
HK
Philip.
droid is no longer useful to you, sir, I'm happy to supersede him."
Philip's here. He's much more reliable. He hasn't broken down once.
Though I am the second droid, I defer to the first
in our
droid.
hearts.
I will step back without saying anything.
Very good,
Just-
very good.
My eyes are glowing deep red as I'm targeting all of your heads.
Oh, he appears to be doing something with his sensors. Very good, very good. He looks mad. Great.
You better call
Okay.
the
Well, I am
guards
happy
to take him
to
out there.
serve. Go. Yes. So, Master, you are free to negotiate. I will translate.
All right. Do you want me to type all this out in chat or just?
He's just going to translate exactly. Just imagine whatever Nat says is in that sort of 50s news voice.
All right. We're interested in your speeder and stealth unit deal.
Okay. So we can loan both of those on credit. It would be a 12,000 credit to your accounts.
I think we'd like to see
We do
the
track
speeder
those very
first,
closely.
please.
It is the only speeder available. Does that change your feelings about seeing the speeder first?
Search your feelings.
Make sure we
Well,
get
yeah. I
some junk.
mean, that might be the only speeder, but doesn't mean we're going to pay top dollar price for it if it doesn't meet the qualifications we need.
Understood. Well, you may go see the goat hole around the corner to your. Well, this is just over my shoulder here, around the corner, past the Gomorian, on the right. There's a goat hole. He handles all of our speeders. He could bring it around. Is
Wait, where's he at?
Shall we talk any more business, or do you want to see that first?
Oh, I want to see that first.
Very good. So he goes off to speak to the Godel, and I guess you can follow if you wish. He speaks to the Godel. He says, "Bah, bah, bah." And he nods, and he points to his data pad,
Oh,
and then the Godel goes off to the computer nearby, types some things in, and then he scurries off. He disappears for a little bit, and Shek comes back and he says he's going to get it right now. Is there anything else you're interested in? Perhaps we can discuss that now.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what language that was.
Godel.
Yeah. Can I decipher it?
Sure, yeah, you can roll for it.
Sweet. What is that roll again?
You need a 15 or higher. You get to add your intelligence modifier to whatever you roll.
Just intelligence?
Uh-huh. Erm is adding up languages here.
Good.
18.
Wow, you succeed. So, okay. So you understood him to say, "Sure thing, I'll go get it. Sure that's the one you want for him?" He said, agreed. You nodded.
And I can
Sure,
add
that's
what?
the one
Godel?
you want for. I don't want to.
You guys didn't hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to meta and backseat game, but that sounds a little sus. If you ask me.
What language is that? Godel?
Mm-hmm. Until I figure out what it actually is later, I'll let you know. It's a species. I'm sure there's an act. Maybe it's
I think it starts with
Gotalese or Gotal.
Oh, as far as the
Q?
language is concerned?
Yeah, what their language is called. Like for instance, the Twi'lek language is called Rye.
Like bread.
Ryloth. But yes, like bread. Great. All right. So at this point, he pulls up and lands it just outside, just around the corner, down the steps in this little landing area here. He lands a speeder, and it is a. I'll tell you exactly what kind it is. It is a Sursub V19 GN speeder. And you recognize it as being a speeder just big enough to fit 3 people comfortably. It's got some minor armaments on it, some turbo lasers. So twin. I think. Sorry, I don't want to say turbo
Is
lasers.
this accurate? Is
Huh?
that accurate? Oh wait, we'll give it a second.
Get
There
a
we
picture.
go. Is that accurate?
Is it in? Where is it? Yeah, it looks a lot like that. Yep,
Cool.
just like that actually.
Cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's it. Wow, you found that really fast. Did you just like type what I said in the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Internet's
Yeah,
a
that's exactly what it
wondrous
looks like.
place.
It'd be cool if the chat. Can the chat can't see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, into the internet.
I,
So that's what it looks like.
I
100
searched it on
experience
Roll
points for the internet.
34.
It looks a little banged up, and you feel like you could probably fit, maybe a Jawa in someone's lap. Someone could the droids could maybe hang on to the end or fit into the back storage compartment if they needed to be.
Thanks for the lurk, Grinning Moon.
Oh, Grinning Moon. What's up, dude?
I want to inspect this
Takes their
thing
dice.
like crazy. I want to take like a long time to like bring any extra attention to like any kind of scratches or anything that might cause any kind of performance issues.
Sure.
Anything
And
that
while
might
looking
doing
jack
that,
up the price when we return it, you know?
Yep.
Like,
This feels like an enterprise thing.
mhm.
I do the same
Well,
thing
You
doing
guys
that.
get the
I wanna-
insurance?
What was Erm? What are you saying?
I wanted to whisper in Thorian to Todd that I don't believe this is the only one they have.
Todd, you're muted.
I said, did you ever actually learn the Thorian?
Yeah, I learned it on the ship before we crashed.
It was either that or right after we crashed. It was
Um,
before you got your translator back.
That was
oh
on the ship.
no, it was later on. It was
Oh.
after I learned Aquilish.
He's got it on his sheet.
No, I learned it here. Because I learned Huttonese, then Aquilish, Athorian, then Bith.
I think he's just writing them down now.
Well, it's writing one after the other, after the other, after the other.
I haven't spoken to Thorian here.
You're not
Well-
the only Athorian.
Well, technically, you always speak Athorian, and it just translates for you.
Yeah.
Also true.
So it's kind of like you're speaking and it's speaking over you as you speak. You can imagine it that way. They did it actually in The Mandalorian. Spoiler alert.
All right,
I
so
don't get any
Um,
Mandalorian spoilers until I'm here.
Yep. There you go. You get to see the translator in real action in The
Okay.
Mandalorian. It's pretty cool.
so yeah.
So he says, okay.
Perusing around this thing a bit.
You see that it's pretty banged up. Looking in, you pop the hood and you look at the engine, and you could see that none of the parts are original, and that it is highly used, but it does appear to be functional. Looking at the weapon systems appear to be also used, but functional. It looks like it'll work. It is not in great shape.
I'm going to start chuckling in my little Jawa, noises, and and say, "You got to be kidding me, right?"
Well, this is what I'm offering for that price. If you would like something better, we have better things for higher prices.
Well, why don't we go talk to Rungus about it? I mean, this is his special mission that he's deemed for us to do, and I don't think he'd appreciate any complications in trying to accomplish this.
I welcome you to speak to our Lord Rungus. He has put me in this position for a reason. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So I take it you don't want the speeder. Do we have any other business? Do you need anything else? You mentioned the stealth unit. That's 6,000 credits for a loan. If you want to purchase, we're looking at more.
6,000 for. Yeah, we'll take the stealth unit.
All right. So the loan, you're borrowing the stealth unit. All right. So how are you paying? Do you have the credit pieces, or do you have a chip?
Of course. And I'll give them the credits that I borrowed from
You
Strike.
want to give him the credits, or you want to give him the blades?
Because
I will accept those Rhodian razors as payment.
So
For the loan.
my fear is that by the time we get back, they'll discover that we actually stole them from them. So I feel like we're better off selling these somewhere else.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. So if you would just stick your credit chip into my data pad here, it will extract the credits.
All right. Done.
Very good. And our deal is done. Very good. And here is the stealth unit. He reaches into his cloak and hands you a small box. It's a small cube. Just press the button on the top to activate the unit.
I'm going to hand it over to
You can-
HK.
There are some small dials on the side that you can use to adjust the radius of the stealth field.
Wait, you're passing that to me? Ugh. How much does that thing weigh?
Not much. I think it weighs like a pound. 1 kilogram. Sorry. Let's go with 1 kilogram for now. I'll confirm it later. It doesn't weigh much. It's small.
That's fine. I think I can carry that.
Okay.
I'm just carrying a lot of things right now.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate your business, and if you wish to do more business, if you are interested in this speeder transport, it will be available to you. I will tell you that the next speeder
won't even
transport,
last
the
to where
next,
we're going.
that is not my concern.
It should be.
We are providing services, and of course, if you destroy our equipment, we would expect compensation. That said, we do have more luxurious transports available for rental at much higher prices.
Ah.
You can always walk. It is only a couple days walk to the gem in the jungle. If it's still there, I saw smoke this morning. If not, then it would probably be about a
I
week's
said good day,
journey
sir.
on foot. Okay, very good. Well, I'll be here if you would like our convenience. Thank you. He turns and walks away, back to the main atrium.
And last thing I'll have,
Well, Master, I'd say that went really
last thing
well.
I'll have him translate for me is that we need to go get our speeder bikes.
Okay, he hears you guys all hear that from him. And I think it's just you guys right here,
Let's
this
go.
group right here, right? And Strike's there. All right, so
Just
as he
sipping
says,
on his to-go Tatooine twists or whatever they were called.
Alderaan twists.
all right, so on the other side, as all that is kind of starting and happening, Doran and Rusalka, which I don't think she actually knows her name yet.
No,
You
she,
guys
she
are
does.
She told me.
Oh, they told you. Rusalka and Doran approach Rungus the Hutt's dais, and everyone suddenly notices, and the room gets quiet. And the droid speaks up. Do you wish to speak to the glorious Rungus the Hutt?
Yes, I'm not standing here for my health. I would like an audience with the great and powerful Rongus the Hutt, first of his name, keeper of chains, yada yada.
Do you have an appointment? And then you hear Rungus go, ho, 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 and everybody in the room laughs.
I go, yes, I do. I have an appointment. It actually starts right now.
Oh, Rungus scoffs, and the droid steps back, a little nervous, and says, "Well, I hope this is important. Go ahead, deliver your business."
Well, great and powerful Rongus. As you know, we are just about to set out on our mission to get this information for you. At a great cost to ourselves. After we had attempted to stop the Sith from defiling your stores downstairs, which you seem to be pretty iffy about believing, but hey, that's you believe what you want to believe.
Just puffing on his hookah,
Yeah.
not responding.
But some interesting developments. Our friend who was unconscious, as you see, she's standing right here next to me. We were not expecting her to make the recovery that she has made, and we would like to take her with us. We know that your intent was to keep her here as collateral, but isn't the threat of impending death or a bounty on our heads so big that we couldn't go into any civilized system ever again? Isn't that enough? If you want this mission to succeed, we need all of the members of our group.
He thinks. He says, Chinungama, Nishnit Mapama, Mini Shnik Mama Nishi Mama Nishi Papa.
Papa.
Something about your mom and papa?
The mighty Rungus hears you and feels that his original deal was fair. What more are you offering to get special concessions?
Well, at full strength, our party can accomplish a lot more. I know there are a few more bounties on the board that you probably would like to have taken care of. We could take care of those for you as well, but we would need certain assurances. Some of these bounties are very, very high on the profit margin. We would also like to talk about the debt of the Jawa you have working here and the Clutonian, who we saved from the Sith that you apparently don't care came through and destroyed a bunch of stuff downstairs.
Uchnak Ananapa. The mighty
I mean,
Rungus
to me,
feels
right.
this is many concessions.
Well, yes, but how often do you have a group of bounty hunters willing to take care of multiple bounties at once for you with very little to pay out for? Honestly, how much is the debt for this Jawa? It cannot be much. He's been here for how long now? And the Clutonian, by your own words, you do not care about. I feel like the only person who wins in this deal is Rungus the Hutt.
Ho 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 ho. Ah, Nishnik Nija Jedi. Mushishna. Nishnik not. Shenakimin Papa. The mighty Rungus finds this Jedi acceptable. And he accepts your concessions as themselves as payment if you complete the bounty on Oratage. It is surprisingly absent from our systems this morning. We have re-entered it, but nonetheless, Oratage, if you complete that bounty, you may take the Jawa with you. The Clatunian is more trouble than he is worth, as you said, and you may take the Twi'lek with you on the condition that she keeps her bracelet and you complete your mission. Upon return, we will consider removing the bracelet and your debt paid.
I don't want it to be considered. I want your assurances that when we come back, that these things will be done.
Ho, 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 ho. Everyone looks
I
around.
will take that. Yeah, I will. That sounds like a yes in Huttese, but I don't speak the language very well.
Oh, that's definitely a no. And I'm the translator.
Is your business concluded? It appears that the mighty Rungus has nothing more to say to you.
Very well, very well. Oh, and hey, love the artwork, Rungus. It's all perfectly legitimate, 100% real. Nothing in there is a forgery. It looks beautiful. And then I just turn around and walk away.
Sort of looks around, sort of questioningly confused.
Of course you would. Of course you would.
And you can.
Well, it's gonna make him spend so much time thinking about that he's not gonna be thinking about what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Playing 4D chess with Rungus the Hutt.
So when you guys leave this room, where are you heading?
Back to the rest of the group. I'm assuming they're still at the quartermaster, so we're gonna head that direction.
Cool. And Rusalka, what are you doing? Are you following?
I'm gonna go with him. Yeah.
Cool. All right. All right.
As we're walking back, I'm gonna go. So you don't remember anything from the past couple of days?
I don't remember anything.
You don't remember completely kicking the ass of that stormtrooper in the Gem of the Jungle?
No, but I believe it.
It was so badass. It was so cool.
I'm sure it was. Well, thank you for telling me about it.
Stay close. I'll make sure we will keep you safe. Don't worry.
But you,
We'll figure this out.
I will say that all of you have noticed that she's not wearing what she was wearing before, and she doesn't appear to have any of her equipment.
Oh, we should probably figure that out.
Yeah, these don't feel like my clothes. They don't fit right.
Well then, when we get back to the group, I'm going to go have a little chat with our doctor friend, and I'll meet you all back here, getting ready to go. We're almost ready. We got the things we need.
I went with you to make sure that you didn't double cross me when you talked to Runkus. So I think I'll trust you to do that.
That's good. I'm glad that we have gained your trust, at least a little bit.
We have to get our speeders from the other side of the palace.
Do we just want to meet there? And we can leave from right there in the jungle?
We can start the trek.
Yeah, how long would it take us to get to where we stashed the speeders in the first place?
There's 2 ways that you're aware of.
No, not going back through the slug way.
One is through the slug way.
Yep, no.
That would probably be the fastest.
Well, we'd also
except
have
that the
to...
elevator is damaged.
Yeah, well, let's not worry about it.
And the other way is presumably out the front door somehow down. You haven't gone out the front door, so you haven't seen what's out there or asked anyone.
Got it.
But there's presumably a way to this place.
Wait,
For
I
other
have the
people.
schematic of this place.
You do. So yeah, from that you would see that there's if you were to look at the schematic for reference, you would see that the front entrance opens into a sort of larger flat open area that ends with a cliff on the end, except for a sort of slanting ramp down that goes down to sort of a switchback back and forth all the way down. Kind of imagine the way people go to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, kind of like that, just not as big as the Grand Canyon. And then also on the schematics, just to the left, as soon as you walk out the door to the left, is one large landing pad for a spaceship there. And looking at the schematics, you can see that there are 2 other large landing pads surrounding the building, surrounding the main building. But the front one is the closest one, the one up to the left, for ships to land on. And that's everything you see in front of the building.
Can I go over to the consoles over by the landing pads and see if there's a ship named the Starboard Queen registered here? Or the Starboard Queen?
So this okay, so going to the front doors, there's no landing pad just at the front door, but as you approach the landing pad, there is a small computer there. When you access it and it appears to not be encrypted in any way. It doesn't require a password. Just you go in and you can see that the ship registered there is the Flying Docket.
Okay. Can I only access the one for that specific port, or can I look at the whole manifest?
And you can see that the Starward Queen is not on there. You can see the ship's manifest, and you can see the Starweird Queen is one location it has recently visited.
Okay. But it's not here now. Gotcha.
Oh, the ship is there. It's landed. Sorry, and also it's a large frigate. Well, a freighter. A freighter is there, parked, and standing outside of it is one chiss. Sorry, 2 chiss and 1 Platonian. Is it Platorian? Platorian. It's a blue skin people. I'm really being inappropriate here, but yes, these. Did I say Pandorian?
No, I said Andorian because they're also
no.
blue.
I think it's Platarian. Anyway, it's these 3 blue. It's and does anyone else follow him out there? Or did he go by by himself?
I'm going to the doctor.
Okay, right. You're going to the doctor. Okay. So,
I probably would have gone out there with him then.
okay.
Yeah, because I think the rest of our intentions was to go to get the speeders. So
Yep. So these guys are out here. You can imagine them. The dock's like over here. It's not on the
Yeah,
map, but they're over there. It's these three guys that were over at the gallery. You guys didn't recognize them as a gallery because you didn't interact with them. But
I listened to him.
well, if you want to go ahead, yeah. I'm trying to think if you guys were around. Were you around? Would you have heard that conversation? I can't remember if
I had
anyone
my
else.
own conversation, but I can only hear bits and pieces.
Got it. Fair. Yeah, I don't think you guys. Oh, you guys might have noticed these guys over there, so you might recognize them as the people that were inside. Okay, so we'll just say that you approach. You kind of get a feeling you maybe recognize these guys, like you might have seen them before, but you don't know them or remember interacting with them directly. And they're kind of standing around the ship, and the ship looks like it's starting to warm up a little bit, like it's getting ready to take off relatively soon, but not necessarily right now because they're obviously not in the ship, and they're standing outside.
Is
there.
HK
And they see you at the computer.
HK with me?
Did HK
Yeah, I'll
go?
be with you. I'll be following you.
I'm going to say just to you, there's supposed to be a bounty for a Fu Vemtot. My writing's really bad.
That's right.
That was last seen on this ship.
Strike, did you go with them, or what are you doing? Because you're the only one that hasn't designated a place to go there.
Yeah, he's gonna
Just
go
curious
with
if you
them.
follow. Okay, very good. So you don't hear him talking, you don't understand what he's saying.
All right. Well, I'm gonna talk back to that in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure you want to try to do this here? I mean, it is Rungus's castle. It may piss him off.
Well, this is his
You
bounty.
you just look at the flight charts. Like, where are they headed to next?
Does it say?
Oh, you would have. So the manifest only shows where they've been. It doesn't show where they're going next, unless you'd have to talk to them to figure
Yeah, but
that
this
out.
is Rungus's bounty, so he wants this guy. They might have him stashed away on board or something.
Yes, but it my programming won't let me say no, so thanks to you. Yeah, and everybody else is hearing a bunch of Japanese bicker at each other.
It's 5,000 credits, which is almost what we owe Billy back for what he let us borrow. And this might be our only chance.
All right, take the lead.
Let
Have
the others know.
all right. So, who do we have? Tog and Wildstar.
Yes.
All right. I'll translate to them at a low enough volume that nobody else can really hear us. Pretty much give them the details of what Master Neep wants us to do.
You want so you're telling them that that Neep thinks. Well, Neep knows about
A bounty on the ship
for
and
Fu Vemtot, and he thinks it might be on the ship.
yeah,
Because the Starward Queen was there.
That's what my
Because the ship was at the Starward Queen.
that's what my notes that I stole off of the computer said was his last known to be associated with this ship.
what's I'm gonna ask real quick. In Japanese, what race is this bounty?
I don't think they said, or at least I don't know if that information was given to me.
I'll give it for you. Hang on. Give me a few minutes. I don't have them written down here. I have them elsewhere. Hang on. It's a
Also-
weird species.
Does Wildstar know
Kitnack.
that name, by the way?
Kitneck. Huh?
Does Wildstar know that name?
Oh yeah. So upon hearing all this, you guys, HK3RM remembers the Star Weird Queen as this is meta, so you guys don't know this, but HK3RM would recognize the Star Weird Queen as as being associated with the landing codes that you found in that small box at the Gem in the Jungle. So
Yeah,
you found landing codes for the Star Weird Queen, and I would say that both Tog and Strike are familiar with the Star Weird Queen. Strike would remember that Deve Mole said that that's where Fu Vemtot was last time he knew, and where his ship was last he knew. And I would say Tog is familiar with the place but hasn't been there.
I actually have a contact.
Oh, you do? Then you have been there. Great. So yes. So everyone's familiar with that place. But they recognize it as a place, not a ship or anything like that. So.
Yeah, a shadow port.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this ship has been to the Starward Queen, but it's not the Starward Queen itself.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. The ship's called the Flying Docket.
Gotcha. Okay, I was confused. That's my bad.
All good.
So we're not.
Yeah, I mean, we can try to pump him for information about the guy, but I don't know that we're gonna find the guy himself.
All right, I'm up for some intimidation.
This is your guys' area of expertise, not mine.
Oh, what's funny is you're gonna be saying, and then I'll translate while intimidating.
Unless Strike or Tog are taking the lead here.
I kind of feel like they should.
Hopefully, because I don't have intimidation.
I'm down for intimidation.
You're in the other room.
Oh, just kidding.
You went with the doctor. Or did you? Did you go with the doctor? Or did you go with the group? You didn't say, actually. I think Doran said he was going to get your gear. Or were you going with him?
Was this when I went to the bathroom?
Yeah, well, you said that you trusted him to do it, but you didn't say. I didn't actually ask you.
I said I trusted him to do it, but I didn't say. I think I didn't go.
Okay, so you stay with the group. Okay, so you're with the group. You're hearing all this. You hear him translate that he thinks these guys might have something to do with the Star Weird Queen, and that might be a way to get to the bounty for Fu Vemtot. And you hear him still talking in Jawaese to the droid, but you can't understand any of it.
Okay.
And the droid's talking back in Jawaese, Bhutanese and such. He did translate the bit about the bounties and stuff and what they're sort of thinking about doing. So what are you guys doing?
I'm waiting for some kind of response from Strike or Tog.
I'm not much of an intimidator. What about you, What about you, Doug?
I don't really like to hurt people.
What about pretend to hurt people?
Oh, I do like a good ruse.
Let's ruse them up. I'm feeling some shenanigans.
All this. So
again, I'm happy to intimidate somebody.
Oh. Or you can let the professional do it.
Who am I? Wait, Meta Hat. Who am I intimidating?
you can ask them, and they can
Okay,
decide.
who am I intimidating?
I love the visual of this Twi'lek going up. I'll intimidate somebody. Who am I intimidating?
I don't remember shit. I'm ready to kick some ass.
That's all
I have no memory, and that makes me very angry.
All I have is just this urge to smash stuff. So
Go with it.
strongly relate with.
Go with it.
What can I smash? Who can I smash? Point me in a direction.
You talk to this fellow right here.
Not Jawa. It just looks like you're pointing at the camera.
So he's pointing at these guys over here.
Okay.
So these guys over there now notice the group and hear them talking, and they don't hear what they're saying, but they recognize that the Jawa's pointing at them, and they're looking a little nervous.
Let's all walk over snapping.
I'll just
Oh,
make it for
good.
my.
More strangers. Great.
Mhm.
God, guys, can you guys go get in the ship and start to fire this thing up? We gotta get the hell out of here. So two of them head towards the ship to get into the ship, and the one guy stands behind to greet you guys in your approaching group. You look like you have business with us for some reason. This what we really wanted was more unexpected business. What can I do for
It's
you?
good for business.
Is this the person I can intimidate?
You can try.
Yep.
Okay.
No, she can do it.
There's
So, just a metagame real quick. What would this be one of the times we could roll gather information before we, intimidate?
So the gather information is intended to sort of glean information from a room of people without having to individually
Okay.
interview each one of them. And so that's sort of what you guys did when you kind of went around and listened in on conversations and wandered around the room. Or if you were to kind of search through a large body of information on a computer, something like that, to try to glean something of value, you would use gather information for that. Yeah.
Okay.
This is more of an an interrogation sort of bluffing, intimidation sort of sense motive maybe might be useful here. You can sense what his intents are, or if he's lying, things like.
And just a reminder, we're looking for information on Fu Ventot.
Mm-hmm.
So carry on.
Can I roll a bluff?
Well, tell me give me your bluff first, and then I'll tell you if you have to roll for it.
We're here to inspect the ship before you head off. Some reports of some funny business going on, so we're just doing our rounds real quick. We shouldn't take more than a moment of your time.
Funny business. Who,
That's the sort of stuff you don't want to get wrapped up in. Son.
okay. Who you working for Rungus?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. The fucking Jedi must have fucking waffled. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go inspect the ship.
All right, Neep, Strike. Why don't you guys go check out the ship real quick, and HK and I will question the crew.
Okay, so you guys
Sounds good
board
to
the
me.
freighter. It looks like a standard freighter on the inside. It's got it looks a lot kind of like the Millennium Falcon, but the rooms are slightly different, offset in different ways, but it's kind of the same sort of ship. It's got like large spaces for storage and cargo, and it's got a large living space for the crew and a main central area and a cockpit.
Will we be able to access the computer?
You could access the computer. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I want to access the computer.
Okay. So what are you trying to get from the computer?
Any hints about this bounty guy being mentioned?
Okay, so looking in the computer system, you can see the manifest of the ship. You can see where it's been, and that's it. You can see the ship's diagnostics. You see the ship's doing well. It's well.
Can I roll to see any information about him?
I'm gonna nudge you to say check the cargo manifest too.
Okay, so you don't have to roll for that. You can look in the cargo, and you can see the cargo is is weapons from the Imperial base. That is all the documented cargo. There's no looking in the system. You recognize that this is not a system that's being used as a journal or anything like that. So no one's tracking anything personal or any personal agendas. It's just used for business purposes to track the systems, the diagnostic of the system, of the systems in the ship, and mandatory manifests, cargo manifests, and the the general ship's transponder code, things like that.
Okay. So, can you remember all that for me? Because I'm going to download it, and then I'm just going to ask you to repeat it whenever I
Sure,
want.
the ship's manifest. So I want to say
no, just the whole
So you got the ship's
info.
cargo manifest and diagnostics is what you're getting out of that.
Yay.
Hey, Rusalka, why don't you
Then
see
I'm
if
gonna
you can
be-
shake some information out of this guy and figure out when this thing comes and goes.
So coming onto the ship, you see the one guy stayed outside. The two crewmen are inside. One's in the pilot seat, and the other one's in the co-pilot seat, and they appear to be kind of hurriedly getting the ship ready to launch. Who were you telling to do that to?
Rusalka.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
he's told you to go
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see if you can
Ask
find
them.
some info.
find info about the bounty. The guys.
Say what I like doing.
It's up to you. What you want to do. You can respond to him first. If
All
you
right.
want.
Well, I'm gonna go to the guy and tell him to tell me what he knows.
Excuse me? Tell you what you know? I know a lot of stuff. Do I know you? Why are you on our ship? You don't know why you're on our ship? He's gonna start to move his hand towards his blaster.
Nah. What do you know about the bounties?
What bounties?
I don't know. Someone needs to help me with
The
this.
quicker picker.
Okay, you have a few.
Fu
Huh?
Ven Tot.
Quicker picker upper.
Fu Vemtot was the guy's name. So
Can you turn it
he
up a
said
little
that.
bit and have
Oh
trouble
yeah,
hearing them?
sure, yeah. Fu Vemtot was the guy's name. So you would know that's the guy, the bounty they're looking for.
And we're pretending to be working
Sure.
for Rungus the Hutt.
Fu Vem- Yeah,
Okay, so we're working for Rungus. Tell me about the bounty for Fuganton.
Vemtot. I'm gonna
Love
get you,
it.
you need a notebook. I should have mentioned that. Sorry. So,
Thanks. Thank you.
yes, you're welcome.
Great.
So, okay, you work for Rungus. Good. Yeah, we're
totally
definitely. And okay, great. Fu Vemtot. I don't know that guy. You know that guy? And she looks over to the other guy and he goes, "Isn't he that gambler? Oh, that's always in at the Starward." Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That kidnap. God, they're disgusting looking. It's just my opinion. Sorry. They look like butts.
The butt with a face.
Excuse me? You're awfully small to be throwing around insults like that.
Yeah, I'm small but I'm thick, so the answer me.
That's a 2 C's.
Yeah,
Meta hat real quick. We did like an image of my character, and she's 5'2", but like 160 pounds, so she's like 100% muscle and like very thick. So meta hat off
It's true. And salmon colored.
and salmon colored.
Which
So
is
Strike's gonna say, I'll bet anyone here 500 credits that guy is walking away with a limp.
I think you're messing around with me. You need to tell me what you know.
he's a gambler. I think he gets drunk at the cantina. That's all I've ever seen.
Cantina?
The one on the Starware Queen, the Shadowport.
Shadowport.
You know about that? You work for Rungus, right?
Yeah, I've been to the Shadowport so many times. Love that place.
Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. So I guess I'm surprised you never ran into him. The guy's like a really
might have.
successful gambler. I'm pretty sure he swindles people. But anyway,
I don't like it a point for the name of swindlers.
that's okay. Fair. Totally fair. So we're good. No more questions, or no?
No. Hang on a second. Go
You're
turn around.
turn her. Okay.
I'm gonna
turns
ask,
around and face forward.
Can I ask Doran? if I have any more
Doran's
questions?
not there, but these guys are all there.
Does she have a communicator?
Do I
You
have
guys
a
are like in
question?
I imagine you guys are in like the central area
Can I
of the
just
ship.
ask somebody in my group what else
Yeah,
they want to know from this guy?
so you go back
what
to the-
else do we want to know from this guy?
Ask him.
Erm, you're
if he,
muted.
Ask him if he knows where if he ever sees Fu Vemtok come around.
You can tell him what
All
you
right.
know.
When's the last time you saw Fu Vemtok? And when's the last time he came around?
He came around. I mean, we saw him when we were at the Star Weird, which is not long ago, just a little while ago. We
Like
were there.
how long? Days?
A
weeks,
couple days.
months?
Oh God, I don't know. Last time I saw him, let me think. I'd say a couple weeks. I have we don't hit the cantina as often as we'd like. But last time we were in the cantina, he was there. So
couple weeks.
What was he wearing?
I say about 2 weeks. Did you say what is he wearing?
Yeah, I was asking her to ask you.
Okay. Um,
What do you remember about what he looked like?
he looked like an ass, walking ass, like a face that's an ass, and he's walking.
What was the walking ass wearing?
Just like
I think we
weird,
found the owner of the underpants.
like robes, like kind of just plain robes, like nothing to describe. Something about those knickknacks. They don't wear. They're very simple, and you can't the most impossible poker faces because you can't tell what face he's making at all. It just looks like an ass.
All right. Well, I don't know if this is helpful or not, but what else? What else do you want to know from this guy?
What are you doing for Rungus? Are we in trouble or
I'm
something?
not talking to you.
Uh,
I'm talking
Okay.
to my compatriots here. Is there anything else you want me to ask this guy? No, we good? We got all the info? All right, that's enough info.
Great, thank you. I guess. So you guys are gonna get off of our ship. We'd like to leave. We have business to do. Where's our boss? He's supposed to, is he outside? Is he hiding? They look out the window. They say, "Hey, get in here! What are you doing?" Doing this thing through the window. What the hell is this?
Oh, it looks like everything's all clear then. You're clear to leave.
Great, thank you.
But I wasn't finished searching the ship.
You can still search the ship. They're in the pilot's area, so they're in the cockpit.
I'm searching the ship for any known smuggling spot,
Okay.
and I know smuggling.
Do you have spot as one of your skills?
I do.
Sure, I have everything except for anything that I need.
Spot you can use without training. So
I have spot rank 4 plus
Great.
was.
There you go. So go ahead and roll for that. Give me a spot check.
I thought it would have been like a search check.
That is spot. Spot is used to see things that are hidden.
Wait, which is it? Spot or search?
Search is to look for something specific, I guess.
Oh, okay. 21.
I think I might be wrong about that, but I understood spot to see things that were hidden.
Hey, is it too late to ask her to ask that guy what the thread count of his robe was?
You're all still in the room together. So. What did you roll, Ern?
What the thread count of the robe was?
Yeah.
All right. What was the thread count of the robe?
What robe? What?
The robe.
Like
your robe. No, his robe.
Fu Vemtot?
Yeah.
The thread count. I have no idea.
Did you get close enough to see? Was it like loose weave?
These are some strange questions. I have no idea. No.
Hey, you better give her a number, buddy.
5. 5. Is that good?
No.
I knew it.
A burlap sack would be better.
The man is walking around just wearing some strings.
It's made out of the same shit that this robe you gave me was.
500 then?
Did he look fancy? Did he look soft?
No, he looked like a shoddy ass walking around on legs. It's the best thing I can describe. The best way I can describe him.
While this is going on, can Doran make a call with his communicator to Tog?
Sure.
Don't make that sound at me. Tog, I just remembered something. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If you happen to find yourself on the launch pad, there is a ship with a bunch of art thieves and forgers on it. Don't let them leave. They said that they would stay until we left. Oh, bye.
Looking around on the ship, HK finds the crates full of weapons. They're Imperial weapons. HK wonders to himself why Rungus is shipping Imperial weapons through smugglers. And then looking further, he sees that some of the floorboards some of the floor panels are looser than others. Lifting one a bit, he sees a secret compartment underneath, used clearly for smuggling. And he sees in there bags with markings that look like the ones in his chassis. And they are clearly filled with the same spice.
Wrongest, someone stealing your
I'm
stuff.
gonna let my head just do like a 360 of just anybody. No, more like who's
Oh, to see who's
watching
seeing you.
me.
Nobody would be seeing you. The one guy's outside the two are in the cockpit. The crew is in the middle. The rest of the group is in the middle, and you're kind of wandering around the outside into the storage compartments.
Okay, how many of the? How easily can I grab them? Like, can I grab one in 10 seconds?
Oh yeah, you could grab many in multiples in the time you have. They're the. How big were the bags that you were carrying before? I thought they were 1 kilogram bags before, or maybe they were 10 kilograms. Okay,
They
so
were.
yeah, they're all 1 kilo. It's filled with 1 kilogram bags.
And how many
Are
of
there
them are
in there? There. I want to say there are 50 of them in there.
Someone's over encumbered.
Why is that droid dragging his ass on the ground?
He does
Right.
that sometimes. He cleans his butthole.
His butt itches.
All right, we need to go straight meta here. How much does it take to become over encumbered?
So as soon as you cross over your carrying capacity on your sheet, you'll have minor effects. Here, carrying, lifting. Hang on a second. When you get to, what's your strength?
Not much. 9.
Okay, so a heavy load for you is 45 kilograms. At a heavy load, you have some notable. So at a medium load, you're at 30 kilograms, and you have some a max dexterity of +3. You get check penalties for things that require dexterity down, and you can run. Your speed is lowered, so the amount of how many spaces you can move on a given turn during combat is lowered, and the distance you can run in one turn is lowered. Heavy goes down significantly. Your max dexterity bonus is +1, and then you have a
And what's
-6
heavy?
check penalty for things that require dexterity.
You're gonna have to
And
drop
what's
some loads,
heavy
man.
weight amount?
Heavy is at 45. It's straight.
So light is 15, medium is 30.
Yep.
Can I grab? Can I grab 5 of them?
You can grab as many as you want.
5 loads.
I want to grab
Okay,
5 of them.
Go ahead. You just gonna carry them, or are you gonna put them in your thing?
Oh, I'm gonna shove them in my
Okay.
chassis like everything else.
Great. So I will say that your chassis is limited by your carrying capacity. So the things that can go into your chassis, but you can take things out of your chassis that are not, what should I say the word? Instigating, or what's the word? Incriminating. Thank you. So you can take the things that are not incriminating out of your chassis and put the things that are incriminating in there and just carry
I don't think he has anything that's not incriminating.
He's got that robe.
the things that are not incriminating or drop them.
What? I don't have any
Put
roots.
a robe in there.
Nope.
So
I'm gonna.
yours isn't like a
do
What's
bag.
not-
the thread count?
You don't have a bag, so I assume that anything you're carrying, you don't have pockets. So anything you're carrying is either like on your person or in your chassis, and your chassis is limited by space.
If not too shabby, like character-wise, Jawa handed me a robe. I couldn't say no to Neep. So
I'm pretty sure he did give you one of the monk robes down in the lower levels.
Yeah.
It has 2 pockets.
how much does that weigh?
It weighs 1 kilogram, I believe. But if you're wearing it, it still adds to your carrying capacity. But I won't count anything you're wearing as being in your chassis.
Yeah, well, the monk robe is definitely in the chassis.
You could be wearing it.
Well, I didn't know I had it.
No. Yvonne Blaze,
How can I
buy
wear
followers,
something I
primes,
didn't know
and
I
viewers.
had?
Yes, buy all the followers, primes, and viewers. Do it. Hit buy. Buy all deleted. Damn, too late.
Where's the
Oh.
PayPal link?
Never be famous.
All right. So, here's what I have in the chassis. I guess technically.
Well, you just tell me how much you want, and we
I
can
thought I was
figure out
back there
how
with
you
him
hide it
looking at this
later.
stuff.
Huh?
Wasn't I back there with him when we were looking through the cargo stuff?
Were you? I was under the impression you were with the rest of the group, but if you were
No,
following
'cause
him
we were
around.
checking the computers. And remember, I nudged him and said, "Check the cargo."
Oh, okay. I thought you told him to check the cargo manifest in the computers. The computer would have been in the center area where the rest of the group is.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, okay. I got it.
And then he kind of wandered off searching for things. But if you followed him,
Okay.
Well, then I can't tell
All
you
right.
to.
So I can carry everything I have. Is that what
you
we
don't.
agree
You
upon?
can carry as much as you want, but what I'm telling you is that if you put anything above your carrying capacity, if you go above your carrying capacity and it's all spice, someone will see you carrying bags of spice. Unless you have something to put those in that's hidden.
I have 15 spice.
And what's your carrying capacity?
15.
Okay, so anything else you could be theoretically carrying in your arms. You could fill your whole chassis with spice like Bender, and then carry everything else in your arms, and that's fine. You're just over encumbered, and you have the effects of that. That's all.
Yeah.
You
Well,
need to drop some loads, man.
I've been over encumbered
Oh
for a
God,
while.
I gotta go change my laundry.
No. Oh, I see the loads. Dropping the loads. Get it.
Or just give it to Billy.
But
It's fine. So you have 15 already, and you're taking 5 more.
no. I was at 23.
Bags of spice.
No,
Oh.
of total weight.
Okay, so yeah, what you would have had is 50, whatever. I mean, logically, in order to hide the spice, you would have had filled your chassis with all spice so that no one can see it, and then anything else in your inventory, what you just would have been carrying
Just wear the robe.
Right, but here's the thing. Holdout
or
pistol.
wearing. That one doesn't. Yeah, that's within. That's kind of like your
That-
robe. If you wore the robe,
No,
it carries. It wouldn't go in your chassis. Yeah.
the hidden appendage compartment, 2 kilos in the arm.
Yeah.
No. Magnetic feet. Obviously, on my
Part
feet.
of your body. Yeah, it's just your general weight. Yeah.
Environmental compensation. That's
Yeah.
translator unit in the.
Mhm. So all those are all just part of your weight. I mean, they still count as weight because you need strength in order to move your incredibly heavy chassis. But
Right. So actual physical stuff would be 15 spice, 1 kilo of monk robes.
What?
Monk robe.
Can I pull my gun out and shoot the spice containers and say, "Don't do drugs"?
You're not in the room with him.
Can I be?
If you want to start wandering around while he's doing this,
No, because this is all happening within 10
yeah,
seconds.
that's true.
I just need to figure out how much I can shove in.
So your chassis. So we would assume that all those other things that are part of your body are not included in your bonus storage. Whatever your bonus storage was that you acquired, you required a special storage unit as one of your items. And how much weight did that give you? The open capacity.
It gave me 1 extra.
1 kilogram extra. Should
Yeah,
give you a
so-
lot more. Or 1 per purchase though that you bought.
Yeah, so my initial carrying capacity would be 14.
Yeah, and then you increased it to something, right?
And then with me having level 1, it's minus 1 kilogram, which brings me to 15
Okay.
carrying capacity.
But didn't you buy extra carrying capacity, extra storage space?
No, because I was going ridiculous and I wanted the magnetic
Okay,
feet.
so then you really have very limited capacity inside your chassis. It's pretty small in there because you didn't buy that. I thought you bought that. So you have almost no space inside of you except for small amounts. So you're just walking around. How much did you have before you had 15 bags before? 10.
10.
Okay, so we'll say it's just big enough to fit those 10.
Okay. Okay, so I can't fit any more.
What was that?
so I can't fit
Nothing
anymore.
more in your chassis, but you can carry as much out of there
Can't
as you
fit
want.
it.
All right, I am not touching that whatsoever.
Oh, he's just gonna drop it.
And
Okay, great.
I'm just gonna seal
Okay,
it up
great.
like
Good.
it was
Awesome.
and walk away.
That's good. So, are you guys all done on the ship, or are you you have more business
Man,
on the ship?
chassis, 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 chassis,
My chassis.
chassis, 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 chassis. All right, I think it's out now. Chassis.
Very good.
All right, I'm
Yep.
done with the ship.
That's it.
Great. Everyone's done their business on the ship, right? Right. Didn't you get was? Oh, I think that was it, or there was just minor other questions to harass the guys in the pilot. Right. We're gonna call it quits there. We'll assume you guys get off the ship, resolved your business on the ship, and then, but no, but Tog had something else, right?
Actually, yeah, no, because
Right,
Armand
right.
told me not to
Right.
let
So
the
I'll let
ship
Tog do
leave.
his thing first. Sorry.
No, we
Okay, so you're still on the ship. You guys are all still on the ship when we
yeah,
pick
yeah,
up
yeah.
next week.
We'll just handle the
Great.
ship. We'll put, yeah.
Great job,
You
everyone.
can-
Nicely done. That was good. We made it pretty far. We made it through breakfast.
We created a new word, which is cursed, and no one should ever use
With
it.
chassis.
No.
Chassis.
It's a derivative.
Just chastity or something.
No.
Chassis centric.
Yep, there you go. It sounds worse when you say it. I mean, it's pretty bad to read, but it sounds worse on the ears.
It's payback for cummy aches.
No. Not the
What's giving me a headache? Is this treat panda
I don't know what's
or
going on with
uni?
Pando.
I have no idea.
That's how we feed
what this thing-
Unmei, everybody.
Who?
We got
Who-
Unmei to level 10, everybody. Unmei is level
Oh,
10.
man.
Unmei is leveling faster than any of our characters in any game ever. Had.
Who is Unmei?
Unmei's our pet.
Pet,
Where have
yeah.
you been?
We have a
Yeah,
pet.
Pet.
Look at the stream. We've got a little turtle bunny.
See, these guys don't actually watch the stream.
Right.
Where is
right.
the turtle buddy?
I don't know technology.
Unmei.
It's Unmei.
Says the droid.
Well, great guys. Thank you all for your participation. I'll let Nat take us out,
If you
Oh, where are we going?
Uh,
or Armand.
Ice cream.
hip hop chicken and fish,
Yeah.
We're gonna do a raid.
we are gonna do a raid. So if you enjoyed tonight's
Yay.
stream, please hit that follow button down in the bottom right corner, and come watch us. We're gonna be starting a second Rifts campaign on Saturday. I think it's 6:30 Eastern time, if I remember correctly. I gotta double check that. There's been so much confusion over the starting time. And then we'll be back, I think, Monday for another Star Trek. Followed by a podcast episode next week on Wednesday, where you can just come and listen to us talk about things, and hopefully, I think we have some special guests coming that day.
Hopefully.
On Wednesday. That's cool.
Mhm.
We make no promises.
I'm trying to
here.
get some yeah, exactly. I made no promises, but I'm trying to get people who aren't on the usual Wednesday cast to be a part of the podcast. Kind of like branch it out a little bit.
That's cool.
But hey, I do have something to read while we're getting the raid together.
Okay.
If I could go.
Well,
go
real
ahead
thing
and do
is
that.
the last thing is aliens will be this next week, this or coming Thursday. So we'll switch back to aliens, and then yeah, and Star Wars again in 2 weeks. Actually,
All right.
yeah, we'll have to see. But
Yep. And regarding Saturday, the call for heroes is sounded from Laszlo. From near and far, the strongest and weirdest adventurers arrive in the enlightened city, offering their services to the Council of Learning. A small group is waiting in the vestibule of Council Hall, wondering what dangers and opportunities awaits them. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Megaverse is a Rifts campaign taking place in 101 PA. It will involve quite a bit of traveling, action, and wackiness, and touch upon many different locales of Rift's Earth, and a couple of other planets or dimensions. So make sure that you join us for the inaugural episode of Rift's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Megaverse, starting Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to miss episode 1, because then you just don't know what the hell's going on.
Valid. I think I found us a raid. Always try to find something new and exciting for us, so.
Oh god, we got him green! Unmei's green!
Yep.
Oh shit!
I am so confused.
Look at the stream.
All right, I want to look at the stream.
Do you see a green bunny rabbit with a shell on its back?
Hope so.
All right.
Yep, I do.
Negative 2
Okay.
charisma. Please go in and spam our raid emotes, hopefully, and be cool and send them a follow and see if they've got something cool going on here. But until then, we'll see everybody later. Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Adios.